real, though. Maybe for when I win my Emmy. Which, let's be real, it's inevitable because a whole bunch of older white people voting for a brown girl will help them get praise from the media.
Come on! I'm more than just a bisexual woman of color, okay? It's a complete coincidence that I chose a network whose logo is also the pride flag. Oh, what's that? It's actually a peacock? Oh, right, okay, you mean the pretty male bird with the big, colorful feathers? Yeah, gay. Maybe I shouldn't be joking about this because, I mean, one of the biggest fears of white America is that minorities are coming to take their jobs, you know what I mean? And honestly, we are. We've got a big show for you tonight. I promise we're gonna have the best time ever, or my name isn't Bisexual Women of Color.
Today we'll be talking about late night. But obviously, from the beginning of this video, you can kind of understand who specifically in late night we'll be covering today. And obviously the person that we're covering is Lilly Singh. She blissfully has a show on NBC called A Little Late with Lilly Singhs, where tragically herself and her team kind of are setting her for failure. You gotta say, I mean, I'm glad for her is having this amazing opportunity, but I am very tragically disappointed at the fact that not only her, but again, a group of people are working on this show. Instead of helping stereotypes or, as she would say, empower women, I feel it's just downplaying them more. And it's really not helping at all. If you compare a monologue from, obviously, any other late night host, you obviously get better deliveries, you get better jokes thrown at you, punchlines, better view on something or whatever it is that that late night host is talking about. With Lilly Singh's, you just have a crowd that just laughs of everything.
AI boyfriend. My kid.
There's no delivery to her jokes. Punchlines never get met, and everybody's already dying laughing, and everything feels super duper forced, even though it's most probably scripted. There's so much I can cover that I really don't know where to start from.
Santa, you're old, fat, white, and wear a red hat. In other words, you're a Trump supporter. I'm so happy to be here. And by the looks of it, a lot of you are happy to be here too. It's mostly the brown people because this was free to attend. But I get it because it's also tough for you. Listen, I understand that for some people, white people, seeing someone like me host a show is terrifying. Hashtag not my Carson Daly. Jack and Rose, they never even get together because Daniel knows better than to hook up with some rich white lady. How are you? Thank you.
So, Lily.
Oh, crap. I swung the pendulum too far. I hate when that happens. Fine, you get one.
Can't spell me too without me.
What is the pattern on these jokes? You guessed it. She hates white people. She hates males, and she is bisexual. What's an issue that I have, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have, other than the repetitive jokes or the repetitive topics for the jokes, is that this is a very, very bad show in general. Any late night show, it could be, they have games, they have better conversations with the guests, and the audience kind of knows how to deal with the show versus her show where everybody just laughs at anything. Even though there's no joke being said or they don't even let her make it to the punchline. Games that she has in her late night are very childlike. It's like this show is made for kids, which, yes, it makes sense because her content was obviously targeted to kids, but I don't think that's what they were looking for in a late night host. So let me show you some of the games.
So panicked. I haven't done any of my shopping. Oh, but same. Oh, same. But I want to know, do you think you've been naughty or nice this year? We're going to find out. Oh, okay. Yes, we're going to find out on the Charlize Theron naughty or nice quiz. What's going to happen is I'm going to give you some scenarios, and you're going to tell me what you have done or would have done in these scenarios, and we'll determine if you've been naughty or nice. Number one. In the past year, if a guy sent you a drink from across the restaurant, did you A, smile politely and give him a nod, B, lock eyes with him while you poured the entire drink on the floor, or C, drink the whole thing in one sip and ask for another?
But I think you know the answer to that. C.
Yeah, C. Okay. You You know, express yourself then with a gift. That's right, it's time for a game called Re-Gift. Here's how this works. We're gonna have some popular gifts come up on the screen behind us, and then we'll take turns trying to recreate that gift as best we can live. Are you down? All right, let's do this first gift. Let me see it. Oh, I mean, that's my baby right there. Okay, hold on, let's go this way. Okay. Twins, are we not twins? So, Snoop, your newest album is called I Wanna Thank Me.
Right.
And in honor of that, I thought what could be fun is if I give you a few things that have nothing to really do with you, but if you could just take credit for them.
Oh,
okay.
Well, a lot of people have been doing that for many years, so I'd love to do it.
Okay, amazing. So the first thing I would love for you to take credit for is dinosaur extinction.
Oh, yes, I did that many years ago, 1800 BC. I decided to make dinosaurs extinct because I was like, I'm tired of y'all flying around and messing up stuff, so be gone.
If you're kind of like me, you really lost the interest pretty quick on those. She's not helping herself carry this show, potentially successful thing that it could be. No jokes, just focus on one thing. Not very interesting interviews because of the lack of experience or new show, because it is a new show for her and it's a new step in her career of something that I'm pretty sure she didn't really do before. And I get that. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of late night hosts that are here now. Their beginning, I'm pretty sure they were garbage or they were trash, but they were trying to make it work. And the way this feels is like she's forcing it to work.
Let's be real. Someone like me could not be here without the many successful, powerful women of color who led the way. Am I right? Yeah. And I think it's so important to thank them right now. So let's give a round of applause to people like Mindy Kaling. What about Michelle Obama? I love it. And last but not least, the brown M&M. Listen, beggars can't be choosers, okay? I needed role models and my options were limited. But now that I'm in this position, I'm super excited to help pave the path. And as a woman, I'm especially stoked to join this group of people.
She's helping pave the way, I guess, for women. She gives a couple examples. She makes an attempt of a joke with the brown M&M. She really acts like it's her, like she's the first one, when obviously that's not true. Like, are we forgetting that Oprah's a thing? That Oprah literally did it on the worst times ever? She literally thinks it's her. She's the first one that did this. She's the first one that's doing this. And the problem is, she's not the first. She's not the first. And the fact that the way she's doing it is so terrible, yet she still praises herself, is idiotic. Because I'm pretty sure her team is just filled up with yes men, or my bad, yes women. Like, don't pat yourself in the back. Trash ass show that if it gets a second season is a big surprise. I'll see a YouTube recommend the video, another late night host, obviously because that's what YouTube wants you to watch. There's segments to some of their shows, which is great. It's good to have segments on your show, and I mean, if they're good ones and the people love them, then way better, right? Her segments are just trash. She literally gave the spotlight to these two that I'm about to show you on a video, Tasha Leggero and her husband, because they have like a show about like couples and they give advice or whatever it is. I'm sure there's an amount or an audience for that, but what they did here, I don't think nobody really was interested.
I have to congratulate you on your great podcast. It is called the Endless Honeymoon Podcast. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There are new episodes every Monday on Apple Podcasts. What can you tell us about it?
Well, you know, I always like to say we're giving advice, but Moshe, he doesn't really like to think of it. He's like, I don't really like to give prescriptive advice.
Well, yeah, I mean, Natasha, it's basically a relationship advice podcast, and Natasha pretty much exclusively tells people to break up every time they call in.
No, I've been through a lot of relationships. I've, you know, had 2 different men. I've broken up with them because they took me to Disneyland.
Right.
Like, I've kind of, like, run the gamut. So, like, I sometimes feel like I just know what they should do.
Yeah.
Everything is like dragged out to the max, to the most possible extent. And it's not interesting, it's not entertaining, it's flat out boring. They have to rehearse these things and talk about these things and all that. Nobody really just tells her, hey, this might not work. I was supposed to show you guys a couple more examples, but they're all like this, and we're Like, look at all this that we're skipping right now from this one clip. Imagine this and 5 more videos of this. I mean, these people had another segment where they bring a couple from the audience, which is obvious how scripted it is. It's longer than this video. It's so dragged out. It's insane. So I'm pretty sure we get the point, all right? They just drag everything. It's super awkward. And why did y'all do this? I really don't get it. Lilly Singh said on one of her videos, she wants to break the mold and be different. She's not doing anything good by being whatever this type of different is. Maybe do check the other late nights, kind of see what they do, and kind of like start from there, because you don't even have the experience. And then you're just trying stuff to see if it works, and obviously it's not working. Since a lot of stuff gets dragged out a lot, she'll shine for a little bit. On that same role, she'll crush it all up for herself. A great example would be this video. She's doing a great monologue in the beginning, even though she's kind of mentioning herself and she has stereotypical jokes and shit. You'll see what it is that kind of turns this monologue into straight hot garbage.
Welcome to my prime time special, y'all! This is A Little Late with Lilly Singh, and that's me. I'm Lilly Singh, and I am so excited to be here with all of you. I mean, it is crazy. Prime time. People actually watch this time slot on TV. Yeah, because people like me, let's be real, normally aren't on during prime time. If you look like me, you usually had to be a computer engineer on NCIS, and your one line was, I hacked the mainframe. That's why so many Indians grew up to be computer engineers. That was your role model. But now, thanks to me, your kids will grow up to be bisexual women of color talk show hosts. You're welcome, Auntie G. You may not know who I am, but I assure you that your kids do. If you're wondering why I've been chosen to host this show, it's because television is dying and the internet is thriving. So they brought me from the internet to start doing television. Wait, hold on. Was this a bad idea? Or whatever, I guess I'm here now and I'm committed. That's right.
Take it back. That wasn't good at all. My bad. I mean, I tried. I tried to help her case. But I mean, you saw it. I mean, every second that passes, she just makes it worse and worse for herself. And it's like, why? Why are all your jokes the same? Why is it the same topic that you're literally talking about continuously and repetitively? So they decided it was a good idea to make, I guess, a Joker-like trailer, but it's called Joke Her, because obviously she is the joke. And this is the trailer.
Now, get ready for the most terrifying iteration of the Joker yet. A lady. A twisted leader with dark demands.
Hey, Sergio, could you please get me those reports no later than Thursday? Thank you.
She's insane! What a monster! We don't belong in there! That's our room! We have rules and we have to follow the rules!
Joke her. It's feminist or whatever.
Watch out on making any type of criticism towards her or her show, because you might pop up on our next video because you're just a hater and you're just leaving hate comments.
I am obsessed. Well, I don't have a lot of terrible exes, lie, but I do have a lot of terrible YouTube comments. So I thought we could take a minute out of tonight's show to have a computer read a few of them while I dance to the beautiful words of my haters. Should we do this? Can you? All right, here we go. Woo! Now, I want to remind you that these are all 100% real comments and that I'm a little bit of a trained dancer, so expect art. All right, let's begin. First comment.
This is literally the worst thing I have ever seen. Who gave her this show? I hate this on so many levels, not even about being sexist. I just hate it in general.
All right, let's hear some more.
Oh my god, one more of these ads in my feed, and I'm deleting YouTube. Who was like, oh hey, let's give the most unfunny person ever a show. Yeah, great idea. I can't believe this is a show. It would have been perfectly fine on YouTube or anything that isn't TV.
I even gotta say anything. I think that speaks for itself. on how freaking bad that was. Again, everything gets dragged out. Like, it's like they don't have content to make or put out there. So everything, literally everything, will get dragged out as much as possible. So I want to end this on a note that I said earlier on how most of her jokes, other than obviously for white males, stereotypes, she's obviously making kids content on live TV. And you can see it on these examples.
One would be too old now. She's like, ew, Mom, Frozen is for babies. I'm a grown-up who likes Toy Story 4. The themes of finding your purpose in life really spoke to me. Although I like the fork. I did just
I wanted to see if her jokes are just her old jokes that she used to make for kids on her channel. And this last one that I just showed you, she actually has a whole video about the struggles of having long hair. Mentions some of those jokes that she just said.
It takes an hour and a half every single day to get me to look like this. Thank you. And a lot of that time is spent just getting all my hair into one room. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but I have a lot of hair. You know what I'm saying? And I absolutely love it. They relate to it, okay? My hair is so long that sometimes it gets stuck in my butt crack. You hear that? They know what I'm talking about. They got butt crack hair too. They know what's up. Whenever that happens to me, that was a nice cleavage shot.
And in addition to all of that, my hair also gets stuck in my butt crack.
I mean, I guess it's not stealing jokes if it is your own jokes, but I guess if it worked out on YouTube, she thinks it might work for this. We have merch. Pretty much the end of the video here, but before I do leave, I do want to give my patrons a quick shout out to show them some love for showing me love. You show me some love, I do my thing by just showing you some love out here. Thanks to our 2 lovely patrons for the love. Appreciate y'all.
Came out as bisexual. I tweeted out female, colored, bisexual.
Run that back. Wait, what?
From time to time. Some of you may know, about a year ago, I came out as bisexual. Female,